How's it? Today is Monday, March 3rd. Back on the grind, fueled by a blue raspberry blow pop. Um, Today was fun. I I'm very excited to lift again. That hasn't been present for 6 months, 5 months, something like that. And I think like there are better days ahead. And I was talking to my girlfriend about it about today specifically, and I was just like I feel like there's so much room for me to grow. This is an opportunity for me to get better, and I'm so thankful and so excited for it. This is all really stemming from Saturday when I just on a whim decided to go up to Belmont and live with my friends. And maybe I need to do that more often. I'm not sure. But as it stands, like I am very excited for this next training block. I think there are two overarching goals. One is to get stronger, and one is to get faster, get better quality movement. So that's gonna be what I'm gonna be working on moving forward. So a lot of my things are gonna be more kind of centered on powers on the weightlifting days, and then strength really on the other days. I think that's kind of how I do set things up normally. Oh, real quick about this training session today. Snatch balance plus overhead squat, going up to 100, which is fairly light. I snatch balanced 128 last 2 weeks ago. 128, is that right? I don't know. That sounds about right. And that was a PR. So me doing 100 is a lot lighter than that. It's like, 25% less. 20% less, something like that. And adding on that overhead squat is going to, I think, help a lot for overall just overhead strength and stability. I feel like my overhead position is actually really, really strong. But it's always good to have a little bit more strength and all that stuff in those places. But yeah, kind of going back to what I was saying earlier, like my program and the way that my training kind of lines up is basically the same idea where you have some strength days that are gonna be more for building general strength, and then having my weightlifting days be applied strength. But now I'm gonna have, ideally, barring this week. This week is gonna be a little bit different because I'm actually going out of town on Friday, so I'm not gonna lift on the weekend or Friday. But I think I'm gonna have a little bit more quick. I don't know about quickness, but like developing power type of movements, like the power snatch, power clean, and then a little bit more focus on squats and pulls, and then of course some other muscle building, useful muscle building movements like rows, pull-ups. All of these things are going to be super helpful for me moving forward, and I'm excited to actually build some strength and build some muscle. That is very fun, very fun prospect for me. I've been kind of watching a lot of bodybuilding videos randomly. I don't know why my algorithm's starting to suggest those to me. I don't really talk about bodybuilding like that, but for the beginning portion of this block, I'm going to be doing power snatch plus hang snatch. I'm going to do 2 plus 1 here. So my first weight that I'm selecting is 70 here. This feels, at the first set here, it doesn't feel very, very confident. But I think by the third set, it is a lot better. I chose this weight because this is actually what I did last week for my deload. And I was like, all right, like that was okay. So maybe that's a good place to start. I don't want to start somewhere too high where I'm going to be like dying to just end up hitting the first week of reps. That would be sad. So I think 70 is a good place for me to start. Like these hang snatches are really easy still. The power snatch is what's really kind of getting me. So once I get to a point where I don't know if I can do 2 power snatches, I'm going to move down to 1 and then just do 1 plus 1s. This set is really solid for both the snatch, or both power snatch and the hang snatch. And this is like, again, it's just like looking at this, makes me excited about how far I've come, and how far I have to grow and all these things, from especially from like where I was in October, right, where I couldn't really even back squat. So that is very fun for me to look at perspective wise. After my my complex there, I'm gonna do kind of remaining deadlifts here, but I'm actually gonna increase the reps here, just so that I can push some of the volume. At some point, my technique is gonna fall apart with heavier weights, so having the volume there is gonna be like paramount to making sure that I can build muscle and build strength in my posterior chain. And again, that's like all in line with the goals that I'm setting for myself right now. We'll see how long I can push on this power snatch complex 70 right now for 2+1s. If I go 3 kilos up a week, in 5 weeks I'm going to be at 85. Well, five weeks I'm going to be at, 73 will be next week. 76 would be 3 weeks from now, or 3 weeks total. In 6 weeks I'm going to be at 85. I'll have to include the first week, right? So in 6 weeks I'm going to be at 85. And hopefully I might be able to do two of those, two power snatch plus one hank snatch, and that will be pretty close to my best, like volume wise for snatches for sure. And yeah, it's just exciting to restart things. After my RDLs here, I'm going to do some pull-ups and then some Pallof presses like I always do. Right now would actually be a great opportunity for me to introduce some weighted pull-ups. So I might do that next week. This week is going to be a little bit different as far as scheduling goes than what it is moving forward. But thankfully, I have at the gym, actually, the one I work at, I don't have anyone on my schedule until Friday. So, like, I'm going to be able to train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then I'm taking Friday off because scheduling at the gym does not permit. And then I'm going to be heading out of town. I'm going to be going to Yosemite. So that is another exciting thing going on in my life. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shoots.